All right, and we are back. We apologize for the delay as there has been some technical difficulties in Indiana as the Pacers Stadium was struggling to get this broadcast started. All right, but we have the Miami Heat against the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers and Heat split the series in Miami in the first two games. We'll see how the series continues as we go over to Indiana in game 3. Big game, what was the key for each team in their victories? And we're really going to need to see big performances out of Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis as we get started here in Indiana. We're going to get started from the tip-off. Bam Adebayo against Miles Turner at half court. Here we go. It'll be Miami ball to begin things in game 3. Owen will be blocked by Miles Leonard, and he goes to the second block, but gets as he fouls Bam Adebayo. Yeah, 14 points, 12 rebounds. He had a great comeback game from a poor performance in game 1. And since we're shifting over to Indiana, do you think they have it in them to take both games at home? Or do you think we're going to see something similar to Miami where both teams are pretty even? Oh, and Sabonis travels. Ball has been in Kendrick Nunn's hands so far, but he passes it off as they're going to go to their star, Jimmy Butler, for late in the shot clock. Mid range, can't hit. The Pacers just cannot score. Big game, we've seen Indiana cold here to start. What are the key shots they need in their offense to get going? Nate McMillan not happy with the start here. Early timeout for the Pacers as they have yet to score in this one. Big Game, we hear you opening up something. What have the Pacers provided for you this game? Wow, very kind of the Pacers. Wow, and Jimmy Butler is taking over. This will send it to a 10-0 start. Into the paint, Butler can't hit. Brogdon was wide open in the corner on that, but they didn't go to him. We'll see Miles Turner at the line here, see if he can finish off the and one. He does.
Oh, my audio was off that whole time.
Hero deep three. No good. Oh, but it's into Jay Crowder's hands. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Iguodala into the paint. Can't finish.
Turner can't grab the rebound. Olynyk comes in.
But Iguodala drives in again. Can't finish.
Here comes the Miami Heat out corner. Iguodala drains that three. Lead
Wow,
back
this
up
is
to
a
double digits
terrible
here
start for the
Miami.
Pacers, defense and offense. Fadeaway three, can't hit. Pacers' questionable shots on the offensive end continue.
Oh, layup. Jay Crowder can't get it to go in as they went for a 2-for-1 opportunity there. Should get the ball back here.
Justin Holiday takes the mid-range. He hits it. 13-5. The fact that the Heat only have an 8-point lead here, the Pacers will probably take that with how poor their shooting's been.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing if you're Miami to only be up 8 here if they can't hit a shot here. And they can't.
Dragic cannot hit as Miami leads 13-5 going to the second quarter. Big Game, we go to this Indiana Pacers bench. Who's the key off the bench for them?
Well, you see Jeremy Lamb misses that layup. Jeremy Lamb has really struggled in this series, and he was a key going into the series, but obviously he's been non-existent. As Hero finishes on the other end with the layup. So for them, the Holiday Bros, I believe Justin Holiday really had a nice game one. They'll need them to step up and score the bucket. And Doug McDermott, we have not seen a lot of him shooting threes in this series. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the league, and he has not taken very many here in the series. You'd like to see him get some more shots.
Oh, and no foul called there, but it'll be a block by Iguodala. And you're right about the Holiday Bros. They've really showed up this series so far. But Hero right now, off the bench, has had great performance for Miami. But the surprising consistent factor in the series in Game 1 and Game 2 has been Goga Bitadze, as he's at least scored 5 to 7 points per game.
Yes, Goga's been a nice P off the bench for the Pacers so far in the series. Obviously, he's not a key going in, but he's shown himself to be a valuable piece here. Oh, a tough shot from Hero. Can't finish that one. He was going for 3 in a row there.
Here's Goga on the post. He takes that tough fadeaway. Can't hit right now, but he gets the rebound.
Good. Oh, offensive rebound. Oh,
but he misses it.
Can't lay it. Oh. And that's what you call an announcer's jinx right there, Big Jake. Oh, up ahead. Open three. Oh, and he drains it. Goran Dragic on a pass from Tyler Hero. And it's a 15-point lead for Miami here, or with 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Pacers really need to get something going, as they are down 15 early in Game 3, especially at home. And Goga, though, in the paint, he makes this one.
Oh, and Goga finishes that one after back-to-back misses on last possession.
And we were surprised.
That one and bumped the Pacers shooting percentage up to 19% as Miami calls a timeout here.
You know, we were surprised by seeing the 7% last game for Dallas. Indiana now shooting 19%. 2 minutes into this second quarter. Are you surprised by this, Big Game?
Well, this is just showing you how good Miami's defense can be at times. Really have not allowed any Pacer to get going here in this game. But, a tough follow-away right there. And their bench has come in and hasn't scored, so it's been great defense for Miami, and I would continue to see it in this game. TJ Warren drives by Jimmy Butler and throws down a dunk over Duncan Robinson, and that gets Indiana fans on their feet as TJ Warren going to try and reel his troops back together and get Indiana on a run here to cut in this lead before halftime.
But Nunn might take this tough mid-range. He does, and he knocks it down.
He got it.
As we talked about with Dallas last game, what kind of deficit are you looking at if you're the Pacers as a goal at halftime with about 3 minutes left in the second quarter?
Well, similar to the Dallas game, I like it to be between that 8 and 12 range. Obviously, it still keeps you within striking distance with a good run. And if they can cut it even in more than that, I mean, they're in great shape. They're still in this game. And there's a miss from Warren there. A driving right-handed layup is no good. Miami looking to extend their lead again. Jimmy Butler driving.
Nunn's going to have to take a tough jumper again, but he can't hit this time.
No good.
We have not seen much post-game out of Sabonis in this one, and Oladipo will bring this down to 10. Great screen by Sabonis.
Big three there by Oladipo.
See if Miami. And Duncan Robinson wide open.
Robinson. He had Oladipo trailing him there on that screen and curl.
We haven't gotten to see Duncan Robinson shooting much in this series, but I think the Heat will gladly take that curl layup. Oh, Warren hits the tough fadeaway.
Nice fall away there.
Oh, Goga!
Blocked. Goga got up on that one, blocks out of Bio, not a Bio. You'd like
And
to see him
Goga's
go
going
into
to
the
cut to
body
the
of Goga
paint,
there.
but Oladipo does not see him. Wow, and Brogdon does not take the wide open mid-range as well.
Oh, and TJ Warren
Goga
just
does,
calling for the
though.
ball. Oh,
And he
Goga
makes
open
it!
two and got it. 8-point lead. And Miami needs a bucket here, as they're kind of struggling here in this second quarter.
Ooh, Duncan Robinson almost breaks Oladipo's ankles on that one. Oh, and Goga gets the steal
And
almost. He cannot, but it'll be the
loses
heat
out of
ball.
bounds, but only 1.7 seconds left on the shot clock for Miami. What a play by Goga.
The starters are going to come back in for the Pacers here with 24 seconds left in the second quarter. To Bam in the corner.
Adebayo.
Wow, he hits
Oh,
the
oh!
two.
As the shot clock ends, Adebayo. How about that for a shot? A tough fall away in the corner there, and Adebayo gets it to go.
Indiana's going to have one more chance to score here. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Oh, and Butler
Oh,
steals it. He's going to get a half-court heave. Close one, but he can't
and
hit.
it rims out. Rims out, and Miami carries a 10-point lead into halftime here in Game 3 at Indiana.
We're going to look at our halftime stats. Pacers with shooting 19% after that first quarter and even 2 minutes into the second quarter, it was a very rough start for them. To only be down 10 right now, as you said, probably a win at this point. But the Pacers shooting 33% overall in the first half. And the Heat, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Great job defensively and playmaking-wise. Their playmaking in Game 2 was one of their keys to taking in Game 2 of Miami. Big Game, what stands out for you on either team's side?
Well, one of the things that stood out for me on the Pacers able to cutting this to a 10-point lead after struggling early in the first quarter is you've seen teams like the Raptors in Game 1 and the Nuggets in Game 2 have really bad first quarters and then not break out of the funk and have a bad first half, which makes them, a very hard comeback in the second half. And here you saw the Pacers able to keep it within striking distance after they had a good second half of that second quarter. So we'll see if they can continue this hot stretch shooting and maybe clamp down on defense and really claw their way back into this game.
And we are back in Indiana as the Heat have a 26-16 10-point lead at the half. But it's Pacers ball to start the second half. Here we go. Big Game, if you're the Pacers, what's the keys to the second half offensively and defensively?
Well, they're going to need more scoring out of Victor Oladipo, and hopefully they can get some Domantas Sabonis posted up down low. And defensively, they're going to need to continue to get rebounds. Oh, as they're an offense rebound from Sabonis, who misses the putback. And they're going to continue to need to guard the paint, as that has been a real struggle this series. It's Jimmy Butler on a fast break, and the lead up to 12 now.
On that first possession out of the half, they got the shot to Oladipo, and Sabonis even got the offensive board, but neither can capitalize on that opportunity. And now Oladipo shoots again and misses. 1 for 5 as he only made that 3 in the first half. Bam, over Oladipo. He makes it as this is up to 14 now.
I love you. Here comes TJ Warren trying to drive in Jimmy Butler to the corner. Oladipo, 5 on the shot clock now.
Takes the
Oladipo
3.
3, in and
Wow.
out of
Great
the
rebound by
rebound.
Bam. Oh, what a shot by Jimmy Butler. Switches hands and finishes. Pacers have really not had any post-ups in this game compared to their big game 1. Brogdon's been another key that's been absent in this game, and he misses again, but gets the rebound out to Turner. He hits the three.
Yeah, he hits. Big shot there by
13-point
Miles
deficit.
Turner.
The Heat are going to call a timeout to avoid getting any momentum for the Pacers in the second half. Oh, and a great cut by Andre Iguodala, but he gets blocked by Miles Turner. Oh, great move by
Oh, and then
Aaron Holiday. Wow.
a nice fish there by Aaron Holiday.
The Pacers were concerned at the trade line that they would have to trade either TJ McConnell or Aaron Holiday due to the comeback of Malcolm Brogdon. What do you think about this big game?
Well, obviously they had too many guards for the rotation that could possibly play. And I mean, you've seen TJ McConnell play with the 76ers the past few years off the bench. And obviously Brogdon and Oladipo starters. And then you have Aaron Holiday, who plays with his brother here on the Pacers. And then he's been in Indiana for a few years. Oh, three, no good. Jake Crowder rebound.
And as you look at these two benches, big game, who'd you say is the better bench in this matchup?
Between who?
Between the Pacers and Heat.
Well, I think Miami has the better star matchup with Jimmy Butler and Adebayo over Oladipo and Brogdon. But I'd say big wise, obviously, the Pacers have Turner and Sabonis, and I think that should be an advantage. And I think they have the quicker guards with obviously Brogdon and Oladipo. Is there another missed three? And here comes Jay Crowder, drives down,
And he
and
knocks
he
it
lays it
down.
in.
Big game, the question was which team had a better bench between these two, the Heat or the Pacers?
Oh, bench wise, you'd have to say Miami with Goran Dragic coming off the bench, along with um, Kelly Olynyk, Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala, who they picked up at the trade deadline. It's just a overall solid unit compared to Indiana's.
Wow, and Indiana's now really struggling defensively and offensively. They've only scored 5 points here, and they are out of the second half, and Miami's gotten this lead up to 15. Big game, are we surprised by the amount of blowouts so far in this series? As this is looking like the third blowout in this series, as game one went to the Pacers in a blowout. Game two, wow, and Hero extends this to an 18-point game. The Heat won this game two in blowout fashion. It's looking like the Heat are going to do the same right now in game three.
It is shocking that you're going to see three blowouts here unless the Pacers have a huge comeback in the fourth quarter. With these two teams being the 4 and 5 matchup, you'd figure being that close to the standings and come playoff time, you just figure with the players that each team has, you figure it'd be close, but obviously it has not been like that so far. Hero, another corner three, no good.
Despite the miss there, Tyler Hero's clearly been the offensive force besides Jimmy Butler in this game. Oh, and Doug McDermott finishes and one. And he knocks down the free throw to complete the and one. 15-point deficit for the Pacers. Nunn's going to take a tough mid-range. Can't hit. But
No
this
good.
quarter will end with a 39-24 lead for the Miami Heat in game three. We have our State Farm assist of the game here as Goran Dragic passes it over to the corner for Tyler Hero's first three. The Heat are going to look to extend their lead even more as Nunn.
And Nunn gets around Sabonis and drives the hoop and throws down a two-handed dunk. And if you're the Pacers here, you gotta score. You just have to put buckets on the board, and you have to really defensively you have to step up. They have just not been existing here. Oladipo tries to answer on a three, and he can't get it to go. Sabonis offensive rebound. Sabonis has fouled Derrick Jones Jr.
And for a team that relies on their two bigs so much in Sabonis and Miles Turner, have we even seen a post up this game, Big Game?
No, I don't think we have, and if we did, it was very early. It's very crazy to think that that they have not gotten their star included down the post. Oh, is it now a lob from Butler to Adebayo, and that's good.
Big Game, if this game is going to end like this in a Miami Heat blowout, do you think the Pacers are coming out in game 4 strong and sending the series back to Miami, or is Miami going to send the Pacers packing?
Well, I think this could be a real Pacers packing sign. Is they're gonna now need a big game 4, knowing they're in a win or go home mode.
We'll see if Nate McMillan and Eric Spoelstra start to bring in their bench, as this is still a 16-point lead, but now at 18 with Jimmy Butler's fadeaway. Wow. Now, Big Game, would you point to Miami's defense as the reason for the Pacers' struggles, or are you blaming the Indiana Pacers' offense overall in this one, or even a combination of both?
Well, I think you'd have to say a combination of both. Obviously, that first quarter they really struggled. They answered well though in the second quarter, but defensively they just they struggled in the first half, and they've struggled to guard the basket or guard open 3-point shooters for the Miami Heat here in the second half.
And TJ Warren, though, hits that tough shot there. And look at the field goal percentage difference, 51 to 31. That's been evident all series, as the winner in each game has had a big difference on field goal percentage.
No, step
Jimmy
back.
Butler.
Butler steps through.
Wow,
Finishes.
another
Tough
great
finish there by
finish.
Jimmy Buckets. And Jimmy Butler up to 14 here in this game 3.
Sabonis for
The
three.
bonus 3.
Can hit.
No good.
We'll see if Jimmy Butler's streak continues. It will, as he gets sent to the line by TJ Warren. Butler's going to knock down the first free throw. And the second. And this is up to a 20-point game. Big Game, are you disappointed in Malcolm Brogdon's performance specifically in this, as we thought he was going to rise up in one of his first playoff experiences without Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Yeah, he's been very disappointing for the Indiana Pacers so far in the series. And obviously in this game, him and Sabonis combined have been just not good at all.
Sabonis is going to be forced to take a fadeaway. Can't knock it down. Bam Adebayo sets a screen for none. Oh, they're going to throw an
Oh,
alley-oop and bam.
Lavo.
Wow. Pacers have just been deflated in this game, and their home crowd is very disappointed in this. And it's very obvious who the player of the game is. Jimmy Butler has really stepped up in this. He's the star of this Miami Heat team, and he clearly showed up in Game 3. Malcolm Brogdon gets blocked by Bam
Oh,
Adebayo.
blocked.
And both teams have kept their starters, and very surprising, as this is a 22-point lead. Butler's going to shoot again, but gets swatted
Oh,
by.
blocked.
Oh, and there'll be a shove there by
Oh,
Duncan Robinson. Big game if you're the Pacers in Game 4. What's the biggest thing you need to try and send it to Miami in Game 5?
you'll need a bit about this game. You'll need rebounding and points. You'll need you'll need the bench to really step up as well as they struggled here in this game too. And I think those are the biggest keys. You'll just have to hope Oladipo and Brogdon play just semi good and hope that pans out.
This has just been an unbelievably bad first quarter and fourth quarter for the Pacers. And even in the second and third quarter, it's not like it was. They never had a really above average
Oh,
quarters.
blocked.
They've still not scored in the past 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Heat should get one last shot here, and we'll see if they get up. He cannot. Pacers are actually going to get a shot off as the shot clock is about a 2-second difference for TJ Leaf. This game should end in a score of 51-31, as the Heat will probably hold on to the ball. Pacers fans are not happy after that one, as the Pacers are embarrassed on their home court by the Heat. And the final from Indiana will be 51-31. And we're going to go to our post-game show of the box score. Big game, we didn't really see anything out of the Pacers. An embarrassing 31 points at home. Can it get any worse than that?
No, I mean, yes, it can, but this is about as low as you can get for the Pacers. Really struggling. Offensively from the start of the game, really they only got their groove in the second quarter there and never got going. And they're going to need a much improved game for Game 4 if they want to try and win this series.
And as you can see here, really no leader out of their team. As we even scroll down, Domantas Sabonis scored 1 point. Malcolm Brogdon 0. This is unheard of. Victor Oladipo, Miles Turner 6 and 5 points. Unbelievably bad performance of the Pacers. We go over the Heat side though. Jimmy Butler, great game defensively and offensively. That's your player of the game right there. And Bama Adebayo adds in 10 and 9. Tyler Hero 7-2. Any other standouts for the Heat? Big game.
You could say Goran Dragic, he hit that big three early in the game. Obviously, that was his only bucket, but I thought he played great defense on Aaron Holiday off the bench. But yeah, Jimmy Butler really had a handle on this game. Him and Adebayo really proved their star worth here in this game 3, and that's why they won it and why they have a 2-1 lead going into game 4, looking for the series win.
All right, and that should do it from game 3 in Indiana as the Heat take this one, extending their lead or giving them a lead of 2-1 in the series. We'll be back soon for the last game of the night as the Rockets look to sweep the Nuggets in game 3 in Houston. See you soon.